from writing 4 to 5 times a month to writing 2 times a day, I have come a long way, and I think I can give you the best brief guide on how to start journaling as a beginner. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I hope you guys are doing great. So let's begin the video. After documenting my life on paper for hundreds of hours and maintaining more than 5 journals for different purposes, now I can proudly say that this is the best thing that happened to me. And I can't force you enough just to start journaling. But you must be wondering, what is journaling? So let me tell you. Journaling is the act of keeping a record of your personal thoughts, feelings, insights, and more. And I started with zero knowledge. I made mistakes, but eventually I figured out the way to stay consistent with it. And these are all the journals that I have maintained throughout the year. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about how to start journaling as a beginner, and I am going to share 10 tips with the help of which you can become more consistent. So we are going to understand journaling through these 4 questions: how, what, why, and when. And finding answers to these questions would make it easy for you to understand it and become more consistent with it. So let's begin with question number 1, that is how to journal. You can do journaling on your laptop, in your phone, or in any kind of notebook. The choice is yours, but personally I prefer to write it in my notebooks because it keeps me away from any kind of screen. And I think that is the main purpose of journaling, to make you stay away from any kind of distractions and spend more and more time with yourself and with your thoughts. So take a pen, take a notebook, and just start writing. Whatever you want, however you want, just start writing. You don't need expensive diaries to start journaling. You can start with a simple notebook, and I started with these kind of diaries I used to have at my home. These are plain diaries, and you can go for the customized diaries you can get from online if you can afford. But to be honest, I prefer these kind of diaries because you can get creative with it and you can DIY it according to your needs, like I do. And till now I use these diaries and I get creative with it, and I decorate it with tapes, with beautiful stickers, beautiful pens and all, and you can do that too. So the choice is yours. There are so many ways in you can do journaling. There's art journaling, sticker journaling, bullet journaling, scripting, doodling, and many more. And I suggest you to try everything so that you can find the best way for yourself. And this is how I journal on the daily basis. So I maintain this gratitude jar, and whenever something good happens with me, I write it on a piece of paper. I fold it and put it inside this jar. And in the morning, I just do my gratitude journal. Sometimes I write important tasks I have to do in that day. And in the night before going to bed, I write all the things that happened today in a bullet journaling form, like a diary entry, but in a pointed forms, because sometimes I don't have much things to write, so I do bullet journaling. So yeah, this is my current journaling routine. So if you don't know where to start, you can start with writing a letter to the universe, like I do. I write letters to my past self about how far we have come, and sometimes I write to my future self. Here is one I wrote in January this year, and I write everything I want in that letter, thanking God in advance for improving me and making my dreams come true. So if you just started journaling or you struggle to write, I have a solution for you. So when I started journaling, I used to write a lot and I used to come up with so many new ideas about journaling prompts. So what I did was I put together all the journal prompts I had and I created a PDF as an ebook. So you can download that free ebook from the description box, and I will link down below so that you can get some ideas how to get started. So there were times that I don't feel like journaling, and there were times I used to feel guilty about it. But then I came up with solutions, and that is, if I don't feel like doing my gratitude journal, I just write it in my gratitude jar. Or sometimes when I don't feel like writing whole paragraph for my daily entries, I just write bullet journaling. So you can come up with these alternatives for yourself, but don't feel guilty about it or don't force yourself into it. So if someone asks me what to journal, I will have a simple answer. There is no rule book for what to journal and what to not. It is your journal, it is your personal diary. Do it however you want, write whatever you want, get personal with it, get creative with it. You can write everything you want to. You can write your daily thoughts, you can write your manifestations, bucket lists, traveling diaries, recipe books, anything you want. And these are all the journals I write. These are for different purposes, as you can see. So you can journal about anything you want. There is no limit. So I'm gonna read out my yesterday's journal entry, and that is, I write 3 things I am grateful for, and then I write my motivational space, and then I write 3 important tasks for today, and at night I write 3 best things that happened today, and later I do bullet journaling whatever happened throughout the day. So this is how I journal right now. So this is my current journaling routine. So when I started journaling, I used to enjoy it a lot, and I used to write 3 to 4 times a day. But as time passed, I used to feel it like a task, because whenever I skip it a day or two, I used to feel so unproductive and so unhappy. And until I filled 3 to 4 pages, I used to feel like a failure. And I realized that this is supposed to be something I enjoy instead of feeling obligated with. So I shifted my mindset from feeling like doing it like a task every day forcefully to doing it whenever I want. And it made my life quite a simple. Stop comparing yourself with someone who's been doing this for years, because it will only make you feel like a loser or you will feel insecure. And it applies to everything you do in your life. Stop comparing yourself and focus on building yourself and your habits. And it may take time, but you will never regret it. So find out the purpose behind journaling, because it's very important to know why you want to do something before actually doing it. There are so many reasons why people journal, be it for your mental health, for clarity of thoughts, or to improve your writing skills or your English. And for me, it was to get relief from my bottled up emotions, and it really helped me when I started writing. So yeah, know your purpose and it would really help you. So it's important to know your why, because motivation and inspiration is going to fade away. What will help you to keep going is to know your why, because the moment you will feel to give up, the reason why you started will keep you going and going. So this is an unusual tip, but it is going to help you in the long run, and that is, start taking regular breaks. So once you start journaling, you come across a lot of mixed feelings about you and your thoughts. And sometimes it makes us feel overwhelmed, and sometimes it makes us feel sad. And this is the process of improvement. Whenever we start something new, we feel that it is making us weak, but in reality, it makes us more strong. So whenever you feel overwhelmed, just take a 72-hour break. And trust me, you would come out even stronger. And after that, you can start it over again with more energy and more refreshed mind. You can journal whenever you want, whether it's in the morning, throughout the day, or in the evening. But I try to do it in the morning or before bed, because that's when I am the most mindful. But you can do it whenever you want. But try to do it at the same time each day so that you can get used to it. And try to remind yourself again and again by putting an alarm or keeping a journal beside your bed, so that you can never forget doing it. And one more thing you can do is, while doing journaling in the evening, you can make your room more cozy by putting warm lights, or you can light a candle, or you can play soft music in the background while journaling, and it would help you to enjoy journaling more, and you would less likely to forget doing it in the evening. When we see people doing journaling for years and showing their collection online, we feel so intimidated by it, because it brings the idea that whether we are going to do it the way they are doing it so perfectly and effortlessly, and it brings the questions that whether we will be able to do the same, or whether we will be able to do it consistently, But one thing I want to tell you that this is your life, this is your journal. Do it however you want. You don't have to be perfect, because perfection and over expectations kill creativity. So there are some more tips that I want to share with you, and that is have patience, don't rush things, and short success is not a thing. So start slow, don't run behind perfection, and don't overwhelm yourself. So keep going and going, and you will definitely see a positive change in yourself and your thoughts. So keep journaling and be creative with it. So that's it for today, and you can expect more videos on journaling on this channel, because you must have understood how much I love journaling, and I'm gonna share more videos on it, like my journal flip throughs, my 2023 journal collections, how I started journaling, how I journal, and how it affected my life. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So bye bye, take care, and I will meet you guys in the next video.
You'll be somebody, someone I could call the one. You gon' be my